Hello, and welcome back, golf fans. It is the dynamic duo of Pratty Sandhu and Paul Fraser back at it for the Memorial Tournament, Jack's Place in
Woohoo!
Dublin, Ohio. This
Muirfield
is the second to
Village.
last. Yes, you know it, Paulie. Um, yes, this is the second to last signature event of the year. And this is the one of the three signature events where they actually have a cut. So it'll be 72
Yeah,
guys starting off, and then the top 50 will play the weekend, which is nice to have a cut. You know,
yeah,
um, I believe Arnie's tournament and the Riviera Genesis tournament also has a cut, so that's
yeah,
going to be fun and
yeah.
exciting.
Eldrick. Yeah, the
And
one. Yeah, Tiger's old tournament had a. It was either limited field or it had a cut. Like you didn't really have a
yeah,
full field. It was limited to, like, I guess,
yeah,
who
it's a
Eldrick
signature
decided
now.
to invite to his golf. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So he's kind of adopted Riviera Genesis now. So hopefully plays next year. But yeah, I mean it's getting into the thick of the I should say the PGA season, not the NBA. NBA is wrapping up. So yeah, this is the heart of the PGA Tour season. We've already got two majors down, two majors to go.
Yeah.
Busy week last week in the world of golf. On Hill takes back-to-back senior majors. Um,
Wow.
I don't know why I didn't take him. I don't know why I didn't take him again. He won for me at the regions, and I was so close. I was thinking, maybe he's a little tuckered. Loses a little bit of that,
Yeah.
whatever grit. And I had Goosen, who was tied with the Duck there for the lead going into the final round, and Westwood was only one back. And
Yeah.
Westwood went south, but Goosen stuck around, and actually Podrick was leading. I
Wow.
think he was at 10 under, and he double bogeyed. I think one of the last holes to give Duck the
Mm,
victory. So it was exciting. It was probably more exciting than the Colonial finish. Ben Griffin
yeah.
takes that one. He also was one half of the team that won the Zurich team competition, the Zurich Classic, the 2-on-2.
Sweet.
And so this is his first official, you know, uh, I guess solo PGA Tour event, but he's got credit for
Yeah.
two. I think he's moved into the top 25 in the world, which is really impressive. Considering during COVID, they kept bringing this up during the broadcast, but I think he was selling insurance or something like that. And, there was no nationwide tour, web.com type tour at the time, during COVID. So
Yeah.
where was he going to play, right? It's a guy to make money. Now, 5 years later, he's a two-time PGA Tour winner, and he's got two victories. He had a top 10 at the PGA Championship. So props to Big Benny. He's not exactly a fan favorite out there. People not a big fan of his
Yeah.
aviator glasses. But yeah, man, he's props to him. He's on the rise and he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
So
Well,
congratulations
with
to
those
Ben
with
Griffin.
those two
Congratulations.
yeah, with
Mhm.
those two golf wins, he'd probably made more money with those two wins than he would have made trying to sell insurance for like 10 years.
Oh, yeah, I don't even think that's close, man. It's not even close. But let's get into this week's affairs in the golf world. Muirfield Village in Dublin. This is, I guess, Jack's come
Yeah,
out to
yeah.
Augusta
In
National
in Dublin. Yeah, in Dublin,
in Dublin.
Ohio, not Ireland.
Exactly. I mean, and it's named after the golf course in Scotland, Muirfield.
Yeah,
But it's based around Augusta National. Like it's got wide fairways, slick greens, not much rough. More rough than Augusta, but
yeah.
not too much, and a lot of undulations, a lot of risk reward holes. Scotty
Really,
Scheffler is the
really fun to
defending
play in the
champ
game.
here. Really
Yeah,
fun, a lot of risk reward, tough par threes, man. So
oh
Rory
yeah.
McIlroy, surprisingly, Speaking of Dublin, Rory McIlroy won't be playing this week. He's taken this week off. I don't think he wants to play
Wow.
2 weeks prior to a major, so he's going to play the Canadian Open next
Uh,
week, and then he'll play the U.S.
okay.
Open the following weeks. So I think a lot of people in the golf world were surprised. Like, why would Rory take this week off? It's a signature event. You're pretty much
Yeah.
guaranteed a paycheck. But I think Rory's thinking big
Mm,
picture. He doesn't want to get too tagged and have the
yeah.
U.S. Open as his third week in a row. I think he likes to have one event prior and then hit the big boy event. So yeah, man, TPC
Yeah.
Toronto's next week, and then Oakmont in Pennsylvania, home of your Steelers, my Eagles, and we got a really great part of the schedule here. Travelers will be the last signature event after the U.S. Open. So I got 3 picks only for this week. Tommy had a
Okay.
chance last week for me, but he went south on Sunday. Cashed the top
Yeah.
20 that I had on him. But yeah, I just backed up. He started off the front 9, I think 4 under, got within 3 or 4 of the lead, and then just 2 bogeys in the back 9, no birdies. No
Mm,
bueno.
yeah.
So I'm going with 3 guys.
Yeah.
No one really from the top of the board
Right.
here. Like Scotty Scheffler is 3-1 to win this tournament. And the next
Wow.
closest, I believe, is it's Xander, Justin Thomas, and I think Morikawa. They're all at 20-1. So the 3 guys
Holy
who are the
geez, that's a
second,
huge
third, fourth
gap.
favorites. Yeah, I mean, it's just
Eh,
because Scheffler, he won the Byron Nelson by so many, and then he won the PGA, and he's just a top 10
Yeah.
machine, right? So he's gonna be in the mix. He's like prime Tiger, ball striking, 2004 VJ, like 2015
Yeah.
Jordan Spieth. He's just in that zone, and the guy's a machine, man. Like, just his misses are so small. Like, when he misses a fairway, it's by like 5 yards. Other guys, it's like 20 yards, and
Yeah.
his distance control is it's crazy. So yeah, he's always going to be having just crazy prices. So anyone who bets on him is not getting much of a return. And I didn't
Yeah.
really like the guys in the 20-1 range. I didn't really like the guys in the 25-1 range. So the first guy I got up on the menu is Daniel Berger at 45-1. He's been playing really well on the tour this year. No victories.
Yeah.
He missed the cut last week at Colonial, and I know a lot of people in the golf
Mm,
community were all on him, but his putter's been letting him down, and he's hitting a lot of greens and just not making those putts. And I'm thinking maybe Jack's tournament he'll find a little hot streak with the flat stick and ball strike his way to a victory, man. He's due. I mean, he was a world class
oh yeah.
player 3-4 years ago. He'd make every Ryder Cup, every President's Cup. He had back surgery 2 years ago, and he's just
Ooh.
starting to get back into the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a degenerative back disc bulge or just some crazy
Ooh.
shit that he had.
Oh
So,
yeah.
and Will Zalatoris just had the same thing happen to him. Now he's out for the year. He had another back surgery coming up, which is sad to hear. But
Ouch.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's pro golf, right? You're going to be tweaking your back and torque. Look at Tiger. I mean, look all the
Yeah.
injuries he's had on his back, and Fred Couples. We'd watch
Well,
Freddie.
ch-
If it
what
was a cold day out there,
what
he wasn't
joint?
going to play well.
Well, you look at it. Your golf swing starts from basically your feet. It's like you use basically all your joints, your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, your back,
Yeah,
your hips, your knees. I mean,
yeah.
basically about the only thing that you really don't use in a golf swing is your head, because you're like this. But everything else, to do that, you're
But
torquing
you
your
know what?
back, you're
You know what
you're
I
ro-
find
you're rotating.
totally, Paul. But check this out. Don't you find this ironic that guys like Tiger and like Jason Day and the guys who are pretty fit, but they've had a lot of back injuries, yet guys like John Daly and Phil Mickelson, who have generally been overweight in their careers, they never fucking get
Yeah.
hurt. How the hell does that? Like
especially Daly. You know, Daly's
Daly, yeah.
drinking his John Daly. You know, he's drinking his beer, he's smoking his butt. He got the beer belly, but he has got that Gumby friggin' swing like you would not believe. And you're figuring somebody who might be getting back injuries or hip injuries or
Exactly.
knee would be
Exactly.
somebody like Daly because he's carrying a little extra weight around. Where somebody like you said, like Eldrick or Adam Scott, all these guys that are
Yeah.
Arnold like, yet they fart the wrong way in a
Mhm.
backswing, and they've screwed up their back and they're out for like 6 months because they needed back
They,
surgery. Golf was a
well, John
weird
Daly
game.
says you can't pull fat, right? And he says that nicotine.
Oh,
His his motto is nicotine plus caffeine equals protein. Hey, Paul, what do you think of that?
oh yeah,
Nicotine
I
plus
like that.
caffeine equals protein. So yeah, Burger at 45, and I'm going with an oldie but a goldie, Jordan Spieth, I should say, at 55-1. He's here on a sponsor's
Wow,
exemption. He's not the player he used to
really?
be, but yeah, I
Well,
mean
who is
he's
nowadays?
I don't even think yeah, I mean, he's not hitting the ball like he used to, and his last victory was like 2-3 years ago. But I've seen some signs. He's getting longer off the tee. He was known as one of the shorter hitters. Now he's like in the top 30, 35. Um, just
Hmm,
need his putting to cooperate. That was his magic elixir when he was, top player in the
yeah,
world. And he looked pretty good at Colonial. He looked pretty good at Byron Nelson. Missed the cut at the PGA, but all the regular tour
yeah.
events, he's been playing pretty well. And I got a sneaky suspicion Jordan Spieth just pops up and gets in the mix here at Muirfield. And 55-1, I'm going to take a shot on good
Yeah.
old Jordan Spieth, the man who talks to his
Yeah,
golf ball out there.
hopefully
But
the old
we're
Jordan
rolling with
comes back
Jordan.
and plays. Well, hell, even if Jordan Spieth plays, say, like half as well
Yeah,
as
man.
what he used to in his prime, he's gonna be he's gonna he's gonna compete. He's gonna be very competitive, even if he's playing at half as
Mhm.
good as what he used to be in his prime. He's still gonna be very competitive and probably win
Yeah,
a lot of games or a lot of a lot of tournaments.
yeah. It's just his putting is just nowhere near what it used to be. That's just the hard part to because that was just his like saving grace, right? He'd hit it behind a tree,
Yeah,
chip out, hit it to 20 feet, make the putt, and you make par, and everyone would be like, "Man, this is like the American Seve," you know what I mean? But let's hope for a little magic he can bring back out of the magical elixir. And the last dude I got
that'd be
up my
nice.
sleeve is JJ Spawn. JJ Spawn at 65 to
Okay.
1. I think he's a great ball striker. He lost to Rory at the Players in a playoff. Easily could have won it.
Yeah.
He had a birdie putt on the last hole that just came up short. Um, and I think he's had some other good finishes here this year as well. So just thinking a guy like him can win it because I've seen guys like Lingmerth win it. I've seen guys like
Yeah.
William McGirt win this tournament. So they're not like the biggest names in the world. Everyone says you got to be a bomber to win this, but I've seen so many guys who are not bombers win this. So, I'm going to give these three a shot here: Jordan Spieth, Daniel Berger, JJ Spawn. None of them are overly long, but scrappy
Yeah.
players, and
So
I just look for them not to have any
you
big
didn't
blow-ups.
did you look at any like each way or top 20s with any of those guys or top 10s as well, or
Yeah,
is this just straight
yeah,
up?
I'm going to take them all. I took them straight up, and I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna take them for the top 20s as well. I believe
Okay.
they'll probably be in the one plus 130, one plus 150 region. I just haven't punched the
Sweet.
ticket yet, but I do have the three
Yeah.
outrights. I will take them for the top 20s with ties. And
Yeah.
there's no senior event this week, But we will have 2 events next week. We'll be coming to Canada for the Canadian Open and Live Golf Virginia at the Robert Trent Jones Golf Club, which is it's a high-end golf course. It's been host to I think some USGA events, pretty wide open track, undulated greens. So be excited to see that. So two events to look forward to next week, and after that it's the U.S. Open at Oakmont, and we remember Oakmont. I think the first couple of greens, most like old school greens, slope from back to front, right? But those 2 greens, they slope from front to back. So you actually wanted to be on the back of the green, putting uphill.
Oh yeah.
Because if you were on the front of those greens, you could putt your ball off the back of the green. So, and those church pew bunkers are no joke either. Just a great course, Oakmont. You know, it's. I wish honestly, I wish they would play here every 5 years. I wish this was just like every 5 years stapled Oakmont U.S. Open, because you know the one that I've seen 2 U.S. Opens here. The one that Angel beat Tiger. Angel was smoking cigarettes on the back 9. You know, he's all nervous and he lights up a smoke, and then you had Tiger in his like size small polo, right? And his arms are bulging out of him, and you know, then you have Angel who's waddling up the fairways, hacking butts, like just chucking them, and so that was a great event. Jim Furyk had a chance at that one too. He went to drive the 17th hole and got in a bad spot, made bogey. And Dustin won in 2016 after he blew the 2015 U.S. Open at Chambers Bay. He got his revenge. Shane Lowry was leading, and then he just hunted him down and won. That was a great event as well. So a lot to look forward to, Paul. And we're here all for it on For the Win on Sandman Sports Picks, Paul. So I think we're pretty much done here for this week, Paul. We'd like for everyone to consider giving us the old thumbs up and subscription. And Paul and I are going to catch you guys next time on For the Win. Later,
people.